Hey guys, it's Fitt here again. Day 3 of my shredding season. Just a glimpse here of my breakfast: egg whites, veggies, oatmeal, coffee, cinnamon, and some strawberries to get the day started to go to the gym.
Morning, guys. It's Fitt here. Monday, day 3 of the shredding season for me. I just finished having breakfast right now. Just drinking some coffee just to get started, get my day started, get like that caffeine kick in. It's about 6:42 in the morning. It's still pretty dark outside, which is kind of odd. Just finishing up here. I'm gonna take my dogs out real quick before I head out to my gym. And as far as eating my breakfast this early, it's kind of weird for me. I'm used to training by this time and not eating till about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. But everything's changing for me. It's training styles, dieting. Everything's just so it feels weird. It feels really strange, especially the first day. But also one thing is creating habits. It's one success in the gym that you want to do is, it's gonna feel weird for the first couple days. After about a week or so, you kind of get adapted, get adjusted, but you gotta give it time. That's where people seem to fall off is they expect everything to just come in place the first day or right when they start. And I mean, life doesn't work that way. That's why I'm not a firm believer of having a structured workout or a day, because I mean, life in general just, I mean, you walk out the door right away. You have to take a left turn or something happens, and so that's why I like to have a plan, yes, but not like a structured per se. But I mean, some structure is good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, so right now I'm just kind of testing the waters. So I don't know what time I'm going to train at. I hope I train within the next hour, 2 hours, but I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so it's it takes about, they say 21 days, 30 days to get used to a new habit or a new way of doing things. So give it time. Don't rush it. Don't stress out. It is gonna feel awkward in the beginning, but I mean that's part of just anything, life in general. So it's kind of like the first day of school or first day at work or anything you do first time in the gym. You feel out of place. You get a little discouraged. You're nervous. Excited. A bunch of emotions come together. So same thing when you're changing your habits, your lifestyles, and such. So, but we'll see. So, as far as my breakfast, you guys saw in the previous clip, is I had the typical, just generic breakfast. Eggs, egg whites, and oatmeal and some stuff. But I don't know. So that's roughly what I eat most of the time for breakfast. But right now I'm just gonna take my dog out and I'll probably start preparing my meals for later. Got about another hour, so I'll see. If I do it, I'll show you guys some shots of that. If not, then I'll probably just carry some whey protein and some nuts, just snack on between meals. So that's the thing about flexible dieting is you make your diet flexible, so you fit it to your lifestyle. You don't have to stick to eating like, we're not livestock, or we don't have our times to eat. So, and I think that's one thing that people tend to fail on, is honing down on fitting their diet to their lifestyle, because I see people fit their lifestyle to the diet. So, and I used to be like that. So just it's not a good way to do it. You just get very frustrated, discouraged, and you just like, screw it, I'm gonna go eat whatever I see or junk food. So it takes time though. It does take time to adapt to your lifestyle or your dieting. But yeah, so we'll leave it there. We'll see you soon. Alright guys, so about to head out to the gym. I don't know what time I'm working out at, so I left some rice and vegetables cooking for later on today. That's kind of the way I meal prep. We'll talk about meal prepping some other time. Just really quick, I got my pre-workout mix, some creatine pre-workout, and my protein for after post-workout, and some nuts to snack on after, and I'll probably take a banana with me to recover after my workout. Another thing is amino acids, so for recovery. And the cool thing about this little thing is you carry your post and pre mixes in here. Got it at a vitamin shop, pretty neat, so it comes in handy. And that's pretty much it, just really quick heading out. And that's kind of what I take is a creatine, aminos, pre-workout, and protein. So it's kind of my mixes on what I take, just in general. So so it's about time to go. So see you guys later.
Alright guys, so just a quick glimpse of my workout for today. I decided to transition away from traditional bodybuilding weightlifting, more of a personal preference. Figured that this shredding time I will try a different style and technique of training. This types of workouts is what we use to train our athletes, whether it be college, D1, D2, D3, or pro athletes. Gentleman in the back is El Profe. He is a CSCS, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. So he works with a lot of pros, and I came aboard not too long ago to continue that and work with some athletes and go back to school to get a certification and eventually do that as well on my own. Not just necessarily help athletes, but just people in general. So that's part of my mission as well too. And my mentality has always been to train like an athlete and help others train like athletes. Think more of like an alpha, not necessarily in the household, but just an alpha of yourself, in the gym, sports, community, just yourself, be your own alpha. So I figured if I wanted to stand and represent for something and come with a different condition this summer, train like the alphas do. So yeah, so I'm not necessarily not weightlifting. As you guys can see, I'm using some weightlifting moves here. It's just not traditional like bodybuilding, like just focusing on weights like this whole time. So I went for mostly reps, strength conditioning. This was my first day, so I wasn't used to this type of training, so I have to take it slow. So as you guys can see, very explosive high reps, but progressively, eventually with the next couple months, incorporate some more weight to it. So just a different style of training. It's not your typical workouts that you see in your gyms or Instagram, social media, where everybody's just lifting weights, curling dumbbells or barbells, or squatting, leg presses, stuff like that. So it's more of a functional training, to work the body as a whole. So I'm still new to this, so once I get more adapted to it, more knowledgeable on it, I'll let you guys know as far as the moves we do, why we do it, or what are we targeting. So as far as today's workout, we target a little bit of the whole body. So it was pretty tough coming out from a surplus, quote unquote, bulking stage. So I tried to do as many reps as I could. I kept it between 20, 25, body weight maybe around 50 or so, 80 reps. But You know, you gotta take it slow too, not only with dieting but with training as well. You don't wanna, you know, go from one extreme to the other. So you gotta take baby steps. Take baby steps in order to do a, you know, successful, you know, whether shredding, bulking, or maintenance, or just training in general. So just wanna have you guys keep that in mind. And also, I'm still recovering from some injuries in my abdomen, my wrist, shoulder. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to transition away from, you know, weightlifting, heavy weight stuff. So I figured my body gave me signs like, bro, that's it. You know, it stops here. If you keep going, you know, my knees already kind of reached its peak where just squatting just became more painful than satisfactual because of my knees. So you know, I encourage you guys to seek what best works for you. So I'm not saying I'm completely away or gonna stop weightlifting. I will incorporate weightlifting moves, but it's just not going to be a lot of the foundation of my workouts anymore. I will do compound lifts though, such as the squat, deadlift, the bench press, shoulder or military press, but it's just not going to be as heavy anymore. So I'm just going to combine, you know, just give you guys a glimpse of what's going on. And that's kind of one of the things I'm working this year. But yeah, so just some examples of the workouts. You know, I don't want to show the complete workout because the video's already long enough, so I figured it gets a little too boring to just watch me work out. But I wrote down the names for you guys right there. You guys can jot down some notes, check it out, try it out, and incorporate it to your lifts. So especially if you're trying to, you know, slim down, shred down. So a lot of these workouts are very high intensity, so I'd recommend you incorporate these to your lifts. So let you guys enjoy the rest of the clip, and catch you guys soon.
Snack time. Just finished the workout. Strength and conditioning workout. It's a bit different style of training that I'm used to, so I try my best to do the reps that were placed on the board, but when it's something new, I recommend to not over push yourself. If you're not used to it, just give it time. So I did a specific amount of reps where I pushed myself enough, but nothing too crazy. I'm still recovering from an abdomen tear, so as far as the sprints, I couldn't really sprint that much, but I switched off from weight to body weight, so it felt pretty good. Different style of training, so you know, I'm transitioning away from traditional bodybuilding, weightlifting, It's just with my knee injuries and having to strap up all the time, having to wear belts and such like that. I mean, your body can only take so much. So, but if weightlifting and bodybuilding is your thing, then go for it. Just be careful. But in my instance, my body just reached to a peak where I was just destroying myself instead of getting myself stronger. I was lifting more weight, but at the risk of messing up my joints or my knees, or you know, like I tore my abdomen. So I figured it wasn't worth it. I'm gonna try another type of training, try some calisthenics, athlete training, so to get my fuller, more defined, better physique, stronger physically. A lot of body work too. So we'll see how it goes. It's day number 1 of training, day number 3 of shred. So far it's pretty good. Sorry guys, I'm gonna finish my snacks. Got some whey protein and some handful of nuts. Got some a banana in my backpack. Get some carbs to fuel and recover. So that's it for now. See you guys later. Lunchtime. Excuse the hair, just got home from my gym. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick what I'm eating. Got some chicken, about 10 grams, 10 ounces, or 289 grams. And I use my Fitness Pal to help me track. You guys can see right there. I got my goal, and I have what I've eaten so far, what I need. I'm still fairly low on my daily macro intake, but I'll make it up roughly towards the later day of the night. I have to do some work. So the key to a diet is simplicity is bliss. So keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate yourselves, especially when you're either like myself running a business, or you know, you're at work or something like that. Just keep it simple, nothing crazy. As far as how I meal prep, I cook my vegetables and rice first thing in the morning, as I showed you guys earlier, and then I just weigh a little bit of a chicken, just get it ready, and then I have my seasoning and stuff over here, my condiments that I'm using. The skillet's a little bit warm already, so I'm just gonna spray the skillet there. Just get the chickens, about 289 grams, just depending on your macros. Like I said, I'm cutting down slowly, so I can't cut down too crazy, so I gotta take it slowly. So just throw the chicken in there, get my seasoning, so black pepper from Kirkland, Costco, sprinkle it, it's covered enough. So you gotta watch your sodium intake too when you're cutting down. You gotta watch that salt intake, so try and get sodium free or low sodium seasonings. Mrs. Dash is one of them, or Flavor of God has those. But you want to minimize how much salt you're intaking too. But if you take too much salt, then just drink more water. That's another tip to that. And so that's sprinkle some of that. My favorite, Don Sazon. Just give me a second to put that in there. Sorry, trying to work with one hand and cook with the other, so apologize for the lack of camera here. Grab something here. So let that sit for a couple minutes, and then I already have my vegetables and rice over here. So just take about a 2 cups each. So that's the thing right now. As far as macros go, I'm at about 183, 186 for protein, about 455 in carbs, and like 80 in fats. Again, I was eating at a surplus because I was bulking to gain some muscle size. So I was intaking anywhere from 36 to 4,000 calories. So like I said, this whole weekend and today, I gotta take it slow. So I'm still eating around that ballpark. I'll still keep it as best as I can at 3,600 calories. But starting probably with the next 2 days, bring it down about 200 calories, maybe 100, 200, nothing crazy, because you want to bring it down slowly. Remember that. Now, as far as meal prepping, I myself tried meal prepping. It didn't work for me. The food I was eating within like 2-3 days was already spoiled, and I felt like gagging instead of enjoying the food. Food, you want to enjoy it. You don't want to, torture yourself with it. And a lot of times when you meal prep, if it goes bad, especially like the rice and vegetables, then you tend to not want to eat it. You get disgusted, gross, and you go, break your diet by eating something else. Now, I'm a flexible dieter, so I'll still go out to eat. I maybe go to McDonald's between my clients and classes, but I gotta watch what I intake too. So that's, my Fitness Pal helps me keep on track, but I can't eat, too much junk food. You gotta keep it about 80, 90%, 10% flexibility. So that's where the flexible comes in. Treats, Pop-Tarts, ice cream, hamburgers. I mean, whatever you want to eat, just make it fit. Don't try not your best to supplement the the quote unquote junk foods or forbidden foods more than the whole foods. So you want to take it, you want to allow it, add some flexibility, even if it's your first time dieting down. I recommend it. Start slow, moderation, and that's actually going to help you stay on track as opposed to waiting for your cheat meal and just destroy all your work that you did during the week. And like I said, I'm talking from experience because I went through all that. So as far as meal prepping goes, if you like meal prepping, go for it. I mean, if that works for you, by all means. Remember, you make your diet fit your lifestyle, not your lifestyle fit your diet. So I've always had the luxury of working close to home or having this extra time to come home and cook some meals. But also remember, simplicity is bliss, so you want to keep it simple. But I mean, if you choose to meal prep because that keeps you on track, then by all means go for it. But I encourage you to try something different that fits you better. I went from meal prepping for the week to meal prepping for about 2-3 days out. But what I found that works more beneficial for me, again, is cooking my meals in the morning. Just have some chicken, have some protein, steak, ground turkey, whatever protein source I'm eating. Have it thawed out, have it ready to go. And then have like my rice and vegetables either chopped up, cooked up already, put away on the refrigerator. So when I go, whether to train or to go to my gym or wherever I'm going, I have some Tupperwares. I still do carry some Tupperwares, but it's my meals prepped for that day in the morning. So it takes a little discipline. It's just like anything else. Just wake up a little bit earlier, cook your meats, or what I do sometimes, I cook my chicken first thing in the morning, have everything ready. I just come, it's already set and done. I just serve myself in a plate and I eat it, and boom, done. So you save your time from having to spend a whole day on Sunday or Monday just cooking for hours on end. To me, that was slightly boring. I got a little frustrated, and I had to clean up the whole mess, and then have to accordingly set them the Tupperwares, have a table full of Tupperwares. But okay, if that works for you, then by all means go for it. But that's why I enjoy flexible dieting, and I preach flexible dieting because it allows you not only to be flexible with your foods, but with how you prep and eat and stuff. So just kind of some quick thoughts on meal prepping. But don't take my word for it. Try it out. I don't want you to say that I said not to. If it works for you, then by all means go for it. Okay. So take it from there. I'm just gonna eat real quick, work on some stuff. Got to reach out to some clients, stuff like that. Gotta work on some plans and such, send them out. So follow me on Snapchat. That's where I'll keep more up to date as far as daily activities. What I'm doing, what I'm eating, stuff like that. And so we'll leave it at there. And as far as the workout that I did earlier was a strength conditioning workout. So try it out, take it slow. So we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, catch you guys later. New Year's resolution. A lot of people came to train today. So introduce you guys to someone. Ready? Say what's up.
What's up?
What's your name?
My name is Sam Camacho. I'm out of Pacifica High School, 2016. I play baseball. He's my trainer.
Right. Next pro?
That's right, next pro.
Next pro. Yeah, get it. Right. What's going on, guys? So it's almost 10 o'clock at night. After a pretty long day for business and training and just stuff in general, it's pretty tough trying to, run a business, train, keep track of your dieting or macros, being a dad, having a family, having dogs to attend to, errands to run, chores around the house. So right now my head feels like the size of so I'm ready to pop. But it beats watching Netflix all day and all night, right? Alright, so really quick before I end the day today, I miscalculated my macros for the day, so I'm actually on a deficit. So when I was eating at a surplus, my calorie intake was very high, so it's hard to, you know, bring it down slowly. So right now I'm currently at let's see, I think I ended the day at like 3,200 calories, 400 grams of carbs, 78 fat, 193 protein. I'm off by like 500 calories, give or take. I mean, that's what I'm eating. 2 cups of cereal, some almond milk, 2 cups of strawberries. Let's go over here so you guys can see. Got some chicken cooking, protein, and 2 cups of rice. So I know people are like, well, bro, aren't you cutting? Like, aren't you shredding? Were you eating so much? Well, the thing is, remember, when you come from a surplus, you got to bring it down slowly. Otherwise, you don't want your weight to fluctuate. Now, I'm focusing on fat loss, not weight loss. So it's a very different thing. So I have to be very, very careful. So I said about 100 to 200 calories, but once you're in the 500 calorie ball range, it should be okay. But as far as dieting, meal prepping goes, it's a lot of trial and error. So you just gotta give it time, get used to it, and it becomes another habit. It becomes second nature once you do it a lot more often. I haven't been tracked my foods for it's been a long time. So it's somewhat odd, even though I know what to do, but it's still odd to track stuff again. So it holds me accountable, so that's the good thing to it. But it can get, especially if you don't know what to do or you're new to it, it can get a little frustrated because you're there trying to scan stuff, all the labels and track, measuring cups. I got my measuring cups right here. So, but I mean, you gotta have discipline. So that's the thing too. So in order to effectively, not necessarily diet, just the lifestyle is, you gotta have some self-control. You gotta, I do recommend tracking for max results, but I mean, you don't necessarily have to track. But you'll get more detailed, more defined results if you do. But I mean, you need discipline. You gotta have self-control, and a lot of trial and error. So you gotta give it time. You can't just necessarily shred from last night to today, and you gotta give it time. So it takes time. So we'll leave it at that. As far as meal prepping, I mean, there's some sort of meal prep in general to your diet, especially when you're on a weight loss or fat loss goal. So I'm not saying I don't meal prep. I just don't, the traditional or generic meal prep, I don't do that anymore. But as you guys can see from my activities today, I have my own style of prepping for the day. But that's what works for me, So you just have to try out, fail a couple times, see what works for you. You got to give it time. You got to stick it long enough, whether you carb cycle, you're a flexible dieter, you're a paleo, with low carb, Atkins, fasting, whatever diet you do, that's fine. Whatever works best for you, stick at it. Just do it long enough. So that's kind of my tip for the day as far as meal prepping goes, or what you should do. So so I still gotta stay up maybe another 2 hours, probably till midnight. I'll be heading bed. As far as sleeping, I'm trying to aim for 6 hours. So we'll see how that goes. I have to do some work, and I had to eat all this food, so we'll see how that goes. So leave it at that. Stay in touch, and slowly I'll start showing more stuff, more tips, more techniques. So
you know, it's only day 3, so that's the thing. It's still a long road ahead of me. Even for me, that's somewhat familiar with the lifestyle. It's still a long ways to go, but you know, it's should be exciting. Be excited here. All right, guys. So we'll leave it at that. See you guys next time. Good night. Stay fit.